Here, if you can see this elements of HR cycle, the previous class that we recorded, one of the topic is covered here itself. So if you have missed it, you can study it here. Yes, we are live now. The class is being recorded. So let us start with our topic for today. It is tools and techniques of HRM. Okay. We started with HRMS. What is HRMS? HRMS means yeah, that's perfect now. Fine. HRMS means Human Resource Management System, and it is also known as HRIS. It is called as Human Resource Information System. If you remember, there were cycle of elements in our HRM, in our human resource management. There were various cycles. First was job description, then there was recruitment, selection, placement, then training development, compensation, awards, rewards, performance management, performance appraisal. So all these elements are now broken into small parts. So what is HRMS? HRMS is a string which connects all these short parts. It is like a string which connects all the dots. So it is a common place for keeping all the information regarding our employees or any human resource that we are having. Our employees can be our human resource. We can have external partners, we can have trainers, we can have vendors. So all these things will come under HRIS. Fine. Second is performance solutions. If you remember, we have given certain tasks to our employees, and those employees were expected to give a particular result. Okay. If they're able to give that result, then it is okay, it's good. Our organization is on the right track. But for some reason, if the performance is not what we are expecting, if we are not getting the desired results, then we may have to go for training and development. We may have to go for performance solutions. What can be certain solutions? One of the solution could be providing training and development to our existing employees. Second solution could be reshuffling. Like in IPL also, you see every year there is an auction. So players are reshuffled. We'll buy some new players, we'll release some old players. Similarly, in any organization, for performance solution, reshuffling could be an option. What happens in reshuffling is sometimes we may change the vice president, we may change the senior manager, we may give them promotion, or we may appoint a new person. Got it? What happens with that? A new energy comes into our organization, new thinking process comes. Maybe new person will bring new systems and new habits in our organization. This way, the performance can be increased. Third way is laying off employees. Some of the employees who are not performing well over a period of time, they can be given a pink slip. You know what is a pink slip? Pink slip means kind of termination, kind of resignation, separation from our organization. Now let me ask you one question. If there is a bowler in our team and he's not taking wickets, he's giving a lot of runs in last 10-12 matches, what will happen to him when we are planning for our next match? What will the captain and team management decide? Tell me in the chat section. What will happen? Tell me in the chat section now. If a player is not performing well, exactly, Siraj Ahmed says avoid him. Harish says take out from the team. Okay, great. Right. Sometime what happens? Amit says substitute. Great. In football, it is very frequent. If you are not performing, immediately you will be replaced with a substitute. Sometime what happens? The player is very good, but temporarily he is out of form. Same thing happens with our employees also. one of the employee could be a very good employee, but he is having some personal issues. Maybe he's having some problems in the family, and because of that, his performance is getting affected. Okay. So HR has to understand these things. If the employee is good, but he is suffering because of some personal reasons, something else which is going on in his life, then for time being he can be given rest, and later he can be brought into our team back. This is very common practice in terms of sports. In cricket, you see many players, they go out of form, they are given rest for some time, and again they are brought back into the organization. Fine. So these are some of the tools, techniques used for performance solution. Third thing, now we are talking about tools. So recruitment software is one of the tool. What we will do, we'll make a software, we will purchase it, or we will ask someone to develop it for us. There are so many softwares already available. We can use some of that software. I've shown you our university software also. So what we can do, we can feed the data of our employees in that software, and through that software we can go for recruitment. In recruitment, there is one of the type, it is called as referral system, employee referral system. Now tomorrow, if there is vacancy in our department or in our university, for example in mechanical engineering there is a vacancy, and I am someone who is working in our university, so university knows me, it knows how do I work, and it knows all the employees how are they working in our university. So they will circulate a form which will say that if you know any good person who is who could be a suitable employee, who is a potential employee, having the following qualifications. For example, he should be a PhD in mechanical engineering. He should have at least 5 years of work experience. If you remember the job description that we have talked about. So if you know someone like that, you can refer it to us. And once we find the right person, we will have interview, we'll hire him, we'll place him, we'll select him. All that process will take place. And some organization, they give referral bonus also. They give 30% of the salary, first month salary, to the employee who has referred a good candidate. Okay. Is that a cool idea? Just type cool in the chat section. Just type cool in the chat section. Fine. Great. So I know that Zamir is a good candidate. For example, he's working in my organization. I know Zamir is a sincere guy. He's a hardworking person, and he's result oriented. So I'll tell Zamir, if you know of any person, we require some team members in our marketing department. If you know any friend of yours or someone who is capable of working in our marketing department, you can refer it to us. And once Zamir refers someone, we'll take his interview, we'll select him, we'll place him, we'll negotiate the salary and all. And then we can hire him in our organization. This is called as employee referral system. Have you all understood? Just type ERF. ERF means employee referral system. Great. Zamir says ERF, Karthi says ERF, Hamid, Pavita, Siraj says ERF, Niranjana says ERF. Great. Mohammad Yasir says ERF. Okay, let's move to next point. Next point is payroll services. Now, most of the organizations have included this payroll services in our software itself. What are payroll services? Payroll services means all employees do not get same salary. Salary may be dependent upon their qualification. It could be dependent upon their experience. It could be dependent upon the designation at which they are working. So there are several factors which determine the salary of an employee. So payroll services, they take care of the salary, they take care of the leaves employee has taken, it takes care of the tax deduction at source, it takes care of any incentives, perks, allowances, if those are given to an employee. For every employee, his record will be kept. You can go and check your own record. Once you're working in an organization, you can go and check your own record. For the past month, how many days I was present? Was there a half day? Was I on leave? Okay. Is my salary deducted? There are several deductions in salary, like professional tax is there, educational cess is there, income tax deduction is there. Then what else? If you are getting EPF, that is Employee Provident Fund, that may be deducted. So these are all deductions. Sometimes you may get additional bonus or reward or incentive. That all will be taken care of in your payroll services. Next, fifth one is benefit management platform. Again, most of the softwares are including these things in one software. Just like mobile phone was originally made for calling, but now you see there is a camera in it, there is a FM player in it, then there is a calculator in it, there is keyboard in it. Got it? Similarly, what companies are doing, they are coming up with a software which has got all these things integrated in them. Now, benefits management program, all the employees are what you can say, all the employees, they deserve some benefits, and they have a right to some benefits. And these benefits could be in the form of casual leaves. First, like for us, we have got 15 days casual leave. In 1 year, we can take 15 leaves, first thing. Second, after a certain period of time, they may be eligible to get paid leaves. Then for women, there is maternity leave. They can go up to 6 months and their salary will be continued. They can go for up to 6 months paid leave in case of maternity. Then there is study leave. If you are planning to go for higher education, the organization may give you study leave. So benefits could be in the form of leaves. They could be in the form of research grants. They could be in the form of collaborations. So there are several different benefits. It could be monetary, it could be non-monetary. Monetary benefits means some benefit in which you will get money. And this is very common in terms of marketing. For example, a marketing manager will be given a target of achieving certain target. For example, if he gets me 100 sales, then he will get a bonus of 30% in his salary. So if he is earning 50,000, then he'll get 15,000 extra as a bonus. So that month he'll get 65,000 rupees as bonus. Another benefits could be your allowances, like telephone allowances, traveling allowances, or nowadays companies are offering work from home allowances. Like they are paying for the internet connectivity, they are paying for the gadgets, laptops used for working from home. And finally, the sixth one is employee engagement tools. Now, what is employee engagement? See, the job description is a document which tells the employee what he is supposed to do. Now, the efficiency of every employee is different. Some employees are very efficient and some of them are not so efficient. For example, someone from you can take 1 hour to complete one chapter, and someone may take 5 hours to complete the same chapter. It depends upon your personal style, how you are working, and your nature of work, how do you prefer studying, and all. Similarly, for doing work in an organization, different employees require different time because they have got different styles of working. So what organization do? They come up with engagement tools so that the employees are kept busy. Otherwise, what will happen if employees are not kept busy? Then a lot of gossip will start. They will start. It is called as grapevine. What is it called? Grapevine. Grapevine communication. It means that the employees will start gossiping about the organization. And gossiping and all is not good for any organization because that will result into politics, conflicts, and there will be fights. And the focus from your goal will be shifted towards different things. So what organization do? They come up with employee engagement tools. So some of the tools could be like they may give you trainings, they may give you some additional mini project apart from your work. Some of you could be hired as trainer for internal training purpose. Some of you could be hired for maintaining the quality in organization. Some employees may be given the task of cultural events. Like in our university also there are so many cultural events. So some of the employees who are good in cultural activities, they will be given some task to arrange particular days in an organization. Got it? So these are the tools and techniques used in HRM. Is it clear till now? If you have understood all the 6 points, just type 6 dash super clear. All of you type 6 dash super clear. That means you have understood all the 6 points. All of you type. Great. Karthi says 6 clear super. Pavita says 6 super clear. Hamid says 6 super clear. Niranjana says 6 super clear. Great. Fine. Harish says 6 super clear. Okay. I'll share the attendance link with you all. All of you give your attendance here. All of you give your attendance. And as a ritual of our class, kindly rate our class on a scale of 0 to 10. All of you kindly rate our class on a scale of 0 to 10. Hamid says 1000. Yasir says 10. Sakti says 100. Thank you so much. Harish says 10,000. Just keep the strategy that we have discussed in our class initially. Pavita says 10. Great. Muhammad Javed says 10 out of 10. Muhammad Yasin says 10. Niranjana says 10. Zamir says 10. Great. So I hope you have enjoyed our class today, and I wish you all the best for your CAT 1 examination. Prepare well and apply the strategies that we have discussed in all the subjects. You come up with your own ways of how you will execute that strategy, but apply it to all the subjects, and I hope that you will get very good results from that strategy. Umar Rahim says how much? How many zeros are there? Unit 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh, crore. Great. Thank you, Umar. Thank you so much for joining the class. Thank you, all of you. And I'll share the video recording of this class in our Kaizala group. If you have missed any point, you can go there, you can revise it, you can you can go again if you want to go deeper into this concept. You can search for the softwares that I've told. You can search for employee engagement, you can search for different topics that we have discussed. So thank you all of you for joining here. See you soon in the next class. Bye bye. God bless you all.